Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this update. Today's a special update because we are going to look at our 2023-2024 winter outlook today, at least a very preliminary outlook, because it's only May 8th of 2023, so we still have a long ways to go until this winter. But we're going to take a look at an article I wrote. If you don't follow me on analyticalweatherstuff.com, and I write a lot of blog posts there on the long range weather. So basically, I wrote a blog today on the winter of 2023, 2024, and how it could very well possibly be similar to the winter of 2009 and 2010. And there's a lot of growing confidence in this. And just to read a little summation, I'll just read you what I wrote. Yep, this winter has strikingly similar components shaping together as did the winter of 2009-2010. What we have going for us this year is a Mordecai El Nino. As you read in my previous post, a Mordecai is when you have the warmest waters centered in the central Pacific Ocean. And this allows a trough of cold air and lower level heights to spill into the eastern half of the USA. The summer forecast is a scorcher. It's actually very hot, which I will dive into in the next post. Totally 2012-esque. But about this winter, take a look at the Jamstack temp forecast. We'll do that in a second. It's nothing major now, but I believe if we wait until midsummer, this model will truly start to pick up on the Mordecai El Nino setup. It is already starting to catch on. As you can see, there's a blocking, and we'll look at this in one moment. High pressure and warm weather up top in the North Pole, and there is cooler and what looks to be troughing weather to the west and east. The takeaway, drum roll, the Jamstack, and if you have been following my posts on similar accounts, along with the Canadian model as well, are now on board with what looks like a 2009-2010 winter this year, all aboard. So let's take a look at the goodies here. So we're going to take a look at our sea surface temperature anomalies first and foremost, because this is the root and the cause of what the effect will be. But what we see here is a Mordecai El Nino, beautifully the closest I've seen since the winter of 2009 and 10, since that winter, and since I've been in weather enthusiasm forecasting since that was in 2011. So it's been a while. But this is a beautiful pattern. And let's just take a look at the temps here. What this would do is create a trough that spills into the eastern half of the USA. Not only that, so you can see, as you can see, the model is catching on. It's not totally full blown out cold, but we always want to look at the why behind the what. And right now we do have what the model is starting to see, a little cooler weather here to the eastern half of the USA and to the western half of the USA. And we have a lot of blocking up north. So I do believe this winter will be eerily similar to the winter of 29 and 10, and not only do I think that, but the Jamstack precipitation forecast is also forecasting a lot of precip for the East Coast this year, and so are several other models. And the Canadian, as I said, is also on board with this. Again, you can see the temps here. Nothing major at this point, but what you see is the takeaway, as I mentioned above, is that the Jamstack is now on board with what looks like a 2009-2010-esque, meaning similar to that winter this year, all aboard. So again, we have that Mordecai El Nino, beautifully similar, the closest I've ever seen in my years of forecasting the weather to that winter of 2009-2010. And again, just beautifully starting, the model is beautifully starting to see the correlation in the temperatures kind of aligning up with what you typically see with the Mordecai El Nino. With that, I'll close. I just wanted to do a little winter hint. This is winter hint number 5, I believe, number 4 or 5, but I'm going to label it 5 because I'm not totally sure if it is 4 or 5, but just to be safe, I'm going to label it 5. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Make sure you share my content, and I will have much more long-range weather content in the making for you all. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and take care. Bye-bye.